Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist here in VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to be here. Glad to have you here as well. Today's going to be a day we're going to try to make some money, all right? And we're going to talk about what's going on in the market like we always do so we can help to put you all on the right side of the market's move. That's what it's all about. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the chat. Let me know that I'm coming across loud and clear, preferably with VV Nation, so that I know that everything is going to be all right. Yeah. I'm putting on my sexy radio voice. Yeah, let's go make some money, baby. Say again?
Moody's downgrade just got the alert.
Oh, you just got, oh, yeah, Moody's downgrade. There we go. So the alert just hit. And, you know, this morning in the market, the market didn't like it. But now it looks like the market's trying to do a little bit of a rebound, trying to digest the Moody's downgrade. And so where should your money be right now? Let me ask you, how do you feel about the downgrade? Does that make you feel warm and fuzzy? Yes. Does it make you feel nervous? 2. Warm and fuzzy? 1. Nervous? 2. All right, the government's debt is going to be repriced at much higher interest rates. We have a big problem. Lee, I've been saying for the longest time that inflation is still a problem. Akshaya says moot point. I don't agree with that. But I respectfully don't agree with that. It doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy, Akshaya. And, you know, I know a lot of you are still hopium on the market. I've been saying that I think that the market still has a lot more downside than it has upside. And I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm just really trying to be a realist as we look at what's going on in the market. I don't want anybody in here to be blindsided and wonder, what happened? What just happened? So I just try to prepare you the best way that I can, utilizing the VectorVest software, utilizing the news that's out there, and just trying to give some insight as to what's going on in the market. And none of this makes me feel warm and fuzzy at all. It's warranted due to the children in government. You know, Bill, you know I'm not going down that path. I'm not going down there. Talk about higher for longer. Well, higher for longer, I don't think that the market likes that. Overall, all right, higher interest rates for longer. And Akshaya, to say that it's a moot point, I don't agree with that. I think that that's going to weigh heavy on the market, which today, the 13th, we got 4 days. I still haven't seen anybody talk about this. We got 4 days to a possible shutdown. What does that mean? Is anybody worried about that? Someone said in my last live stream, it's not going to be a shutdown. I think that people are so far apart in our government in what they want to do in order to pass a funding bill. I don't know. I think that we do get a shutdown, and I think it gets shut down longer than we would like. That's my 2 cents. All right, understand that. That's my 2 cents. Nothing in VectorVest is telling me that. Except for if I look at the market, you know, I'm looking at what you see right here. Where's my other page? I'm looking at what I see right here. Joey, do you have them out? Oh, there we go. I'm looking at the government. I'm looking at the color guard. All right, shut up, Joey. Don't act like you know more than what I. Don't even start it. Don't start it. You really? You taught me.
I had to.
Wow, whatever. I find that amusing. All right, with that being said, look at the green light pop up in the color guard pricing column. All right, so we had a reversal throughout the day after the initial news coming into the week, over the weekend, that Moody's had put the kibosh, a downgrade. And so I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the Qs. Let me move over to the program real quick. I'm looking at the Qs. The Qs are down still. But the spiders, the Dow, and the IWM, the Russell 2000, are all up. Very interesting that as we see a leader of the day, it has been for the last couple of weeks, has always been the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, or the tech stocks, have been moving the markets. most, on any given day. Interesting that they're down and everything else is up. How many of you saw the video over the weekend, called The Magnificent Seven, Timing the Magnificent Seven? I think that goes right along with the Qs moving, because a lot of the stocks within type of 1, if you watch the video, type of 2 if you didn't. Interesting that the Qs today are the only ones moving down. The only ones moving down. And the only reason, thank you very much, W. Phillips. I had a lot of feedback, not a lot, very small feedback to the other side of, we just cherry picked the dates and all that kind of thing. And this is why I asked the people of VV Nation on the live streams and on YouTube, what do you think? Aaron says, should we cash out? I'm not going to tell you that it's a time to cash out, because when we looked at the color guard, what was the main color you saw? All right, what was the main color you saw in the color guard? Type it in the room. And Aaron, that's how I'm going to answer your question. That's how I'm going to answer your question about should we cash out. The majority of the color, as Paul and Fitz and Mark and Janice are saying, is yellow. Not going to tell you to cash out. Yellow means caution. Caution means slow down. It doesn't give you a knee-jerk reactionary thing to just say, oh my gosh, the sky is falling and Katie bought. It ain't saying nothing like that. Yellow means slow down. It means cautious. So no, I'm not going to tell anybody on the channel to cash out. But as I look at what's going on today, going after what the Moody's has done, I see the VIX is rising. You know what that tells me? I'm getting a little bit more fear in the market. It's not at the level of 20, though. When I get to a level of 20 on the VIX, on the volatility on the S&P 500, when I get to a 20, that's a heightened level of fear. We're not there yet. So use those two things, understanding that fear is growing, but not where we should be all fearful. And all of the yellow in the color guard, Aaron, no, I'm not going to say that it's time to cash out. Can you please run a back test for the TQQQ using the parameters, using the special presentation? And Shalish, that is something that we will be doing in Texas. By the way, we will be live in Texas, and I did make mention, or I haven't, we've got a system using the Qs that has done more than three times what a fixed income strategy will do. And it is using the Q, Shell-S. So if you want to see that system in a live presentation, because Dallas will not be recorded, you want to see that presentation, Shell-S, come join us in in Texas. Dallas will be there in a couple of weeks. Go to www.vectorvest.com/Dallas. Joey, can you put that in the room? I think that is the link to sign up for the Dallas live event. It's a masterclass event. You want to see you want to see it, that's where it's going to be. Brad says, wait for the red, too late then. So no, I'm not. So let's do this. I'm going to jump a little quickly. Somebody give me, there's the market right now. I'm going to come back to that. I'm looking for 5 stocks that you guys own right now. 5. Is the free show in Dallas? Mark? Yes, it is. Right now, on the fly, I'm going, you say wait for the red, it's too late. Give me 5 stocks that all of you own right now. I'm only looking for 5. And I'm going to help you right now answering that question in regards to should I cash out or what to do. IIPR, comma, DEC, comma, GNE, comma, Hive, comma, I only want 5, UNH. All right. These are stocks that you own, all right? These are stocks that you own. Put them on a 3-month graph. Instead of waiting for the red light, let me tell you, IIPR, you own it? My first question is, why? Look at the pullback. We are hitting higher highs coming off of this level of the pullback. We're hitting higher lows. You know what? That's actually forming some sort of a pennant. But if I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 down days in a row, number 1, that's not good. Number 2, how about looking at these gaps? All right, this is on the fly. You want to help? Here's right here at the fly. Gaps tend to want to be filled. So if you owned IIPR, when this gap happened, everybody agree this would have been the best time to get out of it rather than writing it down. Type of 1 for yes, type of 2 for no. All right? And you know something? Notice that after this gap up, it's just starting to fill now, but this most recent gap it filled, 1 for yes, 2 for no. So I'm going to help you. Instead of saying waiting for a red light, it's too late, I'm looking at stocks that you currently own, and let's talk about them. Wow, deck. Am I getting out of deck? Nope. 1, it's not fading the gap. 2, you know something? What's it forming right now? A little bit of a sideways move. Let's use that as a level of support. Let's use that as a level of support. Would you like to get out of the stock once that level of support is broken, sitting at about 623? Absolutely. So I like it from an MPI network, MPI perspective. But look at the graphs. Mark says, I'm embarrassed to give you my one stock. Don't be embarrassed. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because if these, and I was looking for 5 stocks you guys currently have. This is why I wanted to do this. This is just why I wanted to do this. I'd leave deck alone until it broke through that level of support. You know something? If I got in and got all this profit, I'm going to take that off the table. Next one. Wow. No, I'm not touching this. I'm leaving it alone. Here's my swing high. That's a lot to give back, though. That's at $20.39. That would be a good level of support. You know something? I like the stock longer term. Maybe I use that as a level of support, but you know something? I got 2 days down from this high. I wouldn't be afraid to take half of my trade off the table right here. Let the other half ride. Lock in that profit. Let's go to the next one. Wow, Hive. This is crypto. You know how I feel about crypto. All right, you know how I feel about crypto. How about, I got no trend. NPI gave me an entry here. I'm not feeling this at all. All right. If you're in it, let me give you some semblance of right about here. That's a good level of support. If you're in it, and where is it at? Right there. All right, at 28, what is that? $2.83. That's a tough play right there. And you know something? That's another thing why I'm not a big fan of crypto, because it moves with the news. Is it viable? I think still I'm going to say that who says I love cryptos, Bill? Did you really? Who ever told you that does anybody in here think I love cryptos? Type of 1 if you think I love cryptos. Type of 1 if you think I love cryptos. Type of 2 if you know how I really feel about cryptos. But if you still own it, man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 6 days, 5 out of the 6 days down. I know, Bill. 5 out of the 6 days down. But if you're still holding it for whatever the reasons, there's your deadline in the sand, 283. 283. All right. ENPH has been awesome. You know, I'm going to give you an opportunity to look at some stocks today as well. But I want it for the purposes of getting nervous right now, all that kind of thing. I wanted to look at stocks that you hold. This is sitting in a channel. You know what I would do right now? I like the bounce off support. This is my level at 546.78. If it gets to that level, I'm going to take half off the table. And you know something? The other half will still stay on. I can buy again, get my other half back on when it bounces off of 519. Does that make sense on UNH? Yes or no? All right. Does that make sense on UNH? That's a definite channel. If you're owning it, I love it. But if it gets to that level of 546.78, I take half off the table, folks. I would take half off the table, let the other, and if it breaks through, I'm still in the trade. I'm still in the trade. Lloyd, oil stocks, I'd be very careful. There's a couple of oil stocks that are going up. ExxonMobil is one of them. I forget what the second stock that I did like on oil stocks that are going up. The majority of the oil stocks, though, are in a hurt locker right now, Lloyd. All right, sold a put vertical on UNH, making money. Why? Because it's in a channel. I like that. I like playing the iron condor on UNH right now as well. All right, those are your 5 stocks. So the purpose behind that, outside of jumping ahead of the game a little bit, was to set you guys' minds at ease in regards to, oh my gosh, do I get out of all of these stocks now? And the answer to that is no. Let the program help you. Let the program help you. A lot of yellow in the color guard. I showed you on your own individual stocks what to look for. For every stock that I did not put on this list, do the same analysis. Put them into a graph. Look for your exit opportunities. I like using the NPI to get out of the stocks. But if not, folks, just look at your graphs. Set your points on when you're going to take half off the table. I'm not going to tell you to take it all off the table. All right, does that help everybody out there? Does that at least calm you folks down? Yes or no? Does that help you? Would you take half off of Apple? Absolutely, Aaron. If I'm in Apple, and I don't think I'm in Apple right now. I'm only in 2 stocks. I'm in XRoff and I forget, I think I'm in a gold stock. I don't know why. That's just neither here nor there. I want to know, everybody answer in the room. Does that at least set your mind at ease to what's going on in the market and how to manage your own stocks without panicking? Yes or no? Yes or no? All I wanted to do in that little bit of segment right there was to do just that. Folks, don't want you panicking. I just want you to look at what's going on in the market and help you guys make the right decisions. Don't listen to what everybody else is saying. Akshaya was telling me that, well, the NASDAQ is going to, somebody said, NASDAQ. I don't care what none of that is. I'm looking at what's going on from the market timing perspective. You know why, Akshaya? Because this tracks the movement of over 9,000 stocks. I feel a little bit more confident in looking at the broad market move. Where the market is going to go doesn't matter to me. What I'm looking at is what I should be doing for my stocks right now. A hammer on UNH, not at this point. This is considered, either one of these are considered hanging mans at the top of the patterns. At the top of the patterns. All right, could be reversals. That could have been a reversal right there, but no follow through. This could be a reversal right here. We'll see if we have follow through. And that follow through could be happening right at the level that I told you to think about taking half off the table. All right. So with all of that being said, I think this was a conversation that we needed to have. All right. From that perspective, let's go talk about what's making moves, what's moving the market. All right. The market did turn around. All right. The market did turn around. I'm still not warm and fuzzy because the NASDAQ is still moving down. All right. The NASDAQ is moving down today and the VIX is moving higher. Put those two things together. I see the reversal. Still not warm and fuzzy. I guess that's my new terminology, is that I'm not warm and fuzzy about this market. I love that we broke through a downtrend. I love that we got to a DEW up. I'm thankful that we got to a primary wave up. But let me ask this question. Am I the only one that feels the same way? Do you feel warm and fuzzy about the market? Yes or no? All right. Giving growth scare coming. Listen, and you know, I'm not trying to scare you. You know, I don't like to do anything about scaring you guys into one side of the market or not. But I just want to know, am I feeling so? Tommaso says he feels good about the market. That's fine. And there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. What happened in the Lifeway? Earnings look good. I wonder, Dennis, and I don't know. I wonder what the forward guidance was. All right, so yes, flag with one white soldier followed by GLBRT kicker coming. That would give more move to the upside, Jeff. But given everything that's going on in the full scope of the economy and world events, I still don't feel warm and fuzzy. James says government closure is scary. I think that the government's going to go through a shutdown. A lot of people don't feel that way. I'm just looking at the Dems and the Republicans not wanting to play in the same sandbox. That's going to be a problem. Francisco says uncertainty. Not warm and fuzzy, but not overly worried. Tom, I can go for that. You know, I could be like Hall & Oates and I can't go for that. Well, no can do. Now I can't go, but I can actually go for that. I can go with not being overly worried. All right. I just don't feel warm and fuzzy about the market. Manju, we'll look at individual stocks in a moment. All right. What do you need for you to get bullish? I need to see the market moving. Let's go back to the software real quick. I got to see some follow through on the market. If we go to the market timing graph, go back to the market timing graph. That's a great question. What would it take for me to feel warm and fuzzy? Right now, I need to see some real moves, some sustained move. Look, we bounced here, got to a level of resistance and fell. We've gotten to another level of resistance without the software drawing it. Look at that. We got to, and what are these all called? Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Coming off of this bounce, boom, lower high. So what would make it for, what would really, I need to see us get out of this level of stagnation. Does that make sense? Pneumatic, does that make sense? I like these moves, but they're short-lived. There's no higher highs, just lower lows. Bingo, Mark. If there's going to be higher highs, that goes higher lows, that goes to show the market moving up. A little inverse head and shoulders at the bottom. The shoulder is forming. All right, Mark talked about that. Not Mark LaCour, but Mark Norton talked about that last week. Or somebody did. Head, shoulder forming, possibly, and that could be a bullish move to the up. Tommy is right. No confirmation to the do. We got the DEW call. Nothing wants to hold steady because of all of the consternation in the market. A lot of the negative vibe going on with the overall market, the economy, the world events, all of these different things are keeping the market held down. All right? All right, so that's where we stand. Lifeway way down after positive earnings. Not sure the guidance, but last time they had positive earnings, it went up 9% the following day. So the crying guys, something's going on. I'd have to take a look at that. I'm going to write that down as one of the stocks that we're going to look at when we look at your stocks today. I'm going to write down Lifeway. All right. Somebody said another stock. I think ENPH. I'll write that down. I'm only going to look at 10 stocks. Don't put them in here yet. Lower high. Stop it, Pneumatic. That's not nice. We got to be. That's wrong, Pneumatic. Stop. You made me blush a little bit. You made me blush. That's tough for me to do, but you made me blush a little bit. As I drink my Cafe Bustelo. Did I spill any? All right. So let's get back to the news. And this is, big story or not, Moody's changes outlook on the U.S. ratings to negative. I think that the big money is going to digest this and go, oh, that's not good. I don't think how we can look at this as a positive story. Moody's Investor Service on Friday said it was revising its outlook on the U.S. government's rating to negative, while affirming long-term issuer and senior unsecured ratings at AAA. All right, so it's like a piece of negativity, but we're still okay with our AAA rating. We'll see. Next story. U.S. stocks are wobbling to start the week as Moody moves weighs on the sentiment. And it's going to weigh on the sentiment for a while. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People are going to take advantage, take a feel about that, and I think it's going to still affect the market in a negative way. By the way, how many people do we have here? Let's invite some people. Joey, put the link in the chat. We got 172 people. Let's invite some people because I think a lot of people would be interested in how the Moody's decision is going to affect their stocks. And they're probably looking all over YouTube trying to find out how they can get this kind of information. Share the link for me, guys. All right, share the link. Let's get some more people up in here. Now, let's talk about going into the future. Holiday hiring demand drops off. Woo. Which one of these series is talking? It's on the company one. Oh my gosh. Siri is talking all over the place. Government's listening to me. They know nothing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get canceled. It's going to be all Joey's fault. I believe the news is already priced in the market. Tommaso, think so? Do you not think that more people are digesting this information? And that as the week goes on, that we'll get a better feel of what's going on with this information? Everybody is ordering online now instead of shopping in retail lines. That makes sense. Cyber Mondays is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. You know, Black Friday is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I had me on a news outlet did a story on me and my kids one year. It was both my girls and my son. We were out in, I think, South Park Mall, and my kids that Black Friday made me go out shopping with them. Oh my gosh, as soon the doors were, everybody was waiting to get in. This was a few years ago. Waiting to get in. Everybody was like, woof, got in. And at the end of the night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. At the end of the morning, it wasn't even the end of the night, my son and I was sitting in the lounge area, and I'm holding my oldest daughter's dog in a little carrier. I was like, I love you guys to death. I am never doing this again. Anybody else been in that situation for your kids? Anybody else been in that situation for their kids? And a news outlet did a story on us, and I told that news person, I said, I love my kids, but I'm never doing this again. All right, so interesting how that could affect the job market. Not, a lot of this time cyclically, we get a lot of part-time jobs coming up. Cyclical jobs come up. That might be pairing off this year. Very interesting. All right, next story. How about this, though? Because of the pullback in retail, sort of, kind of, U.S. retailers are stuck with excess stock, offer bargains this holiday season. I'm thinking that this year you're going to be able to get great deals online. All right. Wow. Bobby says, sorry, I don't love them that much. Wow. That's, I hope your kids ain't watching, Bobby. All right. Jana says, yep, just give them the credit card next time. I learned my lesson well. I learned my lesson well. Chuck says, yep, midnight shopping was a real nightmare. All right. And Charlene said, yep, only once only. It was a stampede for I remember the Cabbage Patch dolls too. Woo. But look at this. I'm thinking that because of overstock, that a lot of people, you better watch out for Black Friday online and Cyber Monday. We're offering Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals for a VectorVest subscription. And so watch, those videos are going to be coming out as well. I think that we as individual consumers may be able to look for this. All right, let's go to Mullen. In the EV news, Mullen Automotive up 5% on new EV battery facility. Mullen is trying to follow the mode of Tesla. All right, Tesla has got its own ecology for the EVs. Their own batteries, their own cars, their own everything, so that they can not have to go outside. Mullen is trying to do that as well. I like the idea. Do I like the stock? The answer to that, probably not as much as the story may bode well, even though the story may bode well for the stock. Oh, did I miss that? Thank you, Joey. All right, Boeing. This is big news, too. Boeing stock soars on $52 billion Emirates deal. Now, every time Boeing takes a step forward, something happens and they take a step back. But they're getting contracts for their big planes. Exxon. This is another big story. Jay put it on the VV Nation page. Thank you, Jay. Exxon aims to become a leading lithium supplier. How about moving a little bit of a pivot or opening up another revenue stream? So they do oil, but now going into lithium? They found a big thing. Where was it? In Arkansas. All right, Arkansas, marking an entry into the provision for a key component in large-scale batteries, and the first time the oil giant has invested in a major non-fossil fuel extraction project in recent history. Should you buy Boeing? We're going to take a look at that in a second. All right. All of the weight loss drugs out there, Pfizer wants to get in on that too. and upcoming data will be crucial for its success. Pfizer wants a chunk of that money. All right, all these people want to lose weight with Wegovy and Jardiance and all that stuff. Pfizer's late to the game, but they're trying to get into it. Investors want to see Pfizer's drug cause a similar level of weight loss as a once daily pill from Eli Lilly as phase 2 trial in obese patients with diabetes. I'm taking Jardiance. Jardiance works well. What was the other one? Ozempic. I couldn't take Ozempic because I've had pancreatitis 3 times. So the doctor said, oh, nope, you can't take Ozempic. So he put me on Jardiance. Jardiance is a wonderful drug. It is. And when I go out, people at church saying, Glenn, you lost a lot of weight. I say, yeah. All right, and the last one, NVIDIA unveils the H200. It's a chip. It's newest high-end chip for training AI models. Another AI story. NVIDIA, AMD put out the chips. TSM put out the chips. And I think that part of AI is building the supercomputers to take the data to make it machine learning. I like the play on NVIDIA. Tomaso says, you look great. Thank you. Don't count out hydrogen yet. Much better potential than lithium. Roger, until they can get hydrogen right, hydrogen is an up and coming. Not there yet. Hydrogen is an up and coming. You know, I did a story on hydrogen and solid state. I like solid state batteries, but they're more expensive than lithium batteries. Hydrogen, ammonia, what is it? Is it ammonia? It's something with a nia at the end of it. Is another alternative way to fossil fuels. Yes, sir, AI is going to blow up, and that's why the Magnificent Seven stocks that I talked about on Friday, all of them have been really pushed up by AI. All right, so plug is better on hydrogen. I think they're a little more ahead the game when it comes down to hydrogen. I did a story on that. I did a story on hydrogen hydrogen stocks. So hopefully you guys look at a lot of the content that we have on the YouTube channel. We talk about a lot of these. All right, Plug is losing so far, but I think they are the best. They are the best suited in the space. Hydrogen, kind of, yeah, I know. Every time you say the word hydrogen, what's the first word that comes out of your mouth? Bomb. That's the problem. Plug is going bankrupt. I don't know about that. If it does, it does. It's ammonia can be a source for hydrogen. Thank you, Fitz. I don't know that. I don't know if I'm going to say that they're going to go bankrupt. I think that they still play a big enough role in the hydrogen space, Akshaya. And if hydrogen is really a great alternative, I don't think it's going to go out of business yet. What about Microsoft beating Apple? I got nothing good to say about that because you know I'm an Apple guy. They are going concern, says I hear you, Akshay. I'm just not thinking that they're going to go out of business. Palantir went nuts Friday. Up. Oh, that's going to be the 6 p.m. video tonight, Bobby, is Palantir. All right, let's go back into the software. Let's go look at some of the stocks that we just talked about. Let's go to the viewers tab. Here's my big new stock. So you asked me about Boeing. Let's take a look. Way overvalued. All right, way overvalued. Not fundamentally sound. It does grow their earnings at a clip of 12%. Do I think? So the news is the story of sales to Emirates. Let's go look at the stock. Would I want to buy? And let's poll the room. Would you buy? Now Boeing is moving. Big news, moving the stock. All right, is anybody comfortable in here buying Boeing? Type of 1 if you're comfortable buying Boeing. Type of 2 if not. Very interesting. I think the news could move it higher. If I jump on board, there's my drop dead price. 203. It's below that and starts to fade the gap, I'm out of the stock. I think that the news is enough to drive it higher. And I like that it has been moving up. But if I do jump on board with Boeing, there is my line in the sand. Want to see earnings per share? It's moving up. That's on a 3-month graph. That's on a 6-month graph. It's moving up. I like the earnings. Earnings drives the stock's price higher. Every time I touch Boeing, either a plane goes down, some problem with the plane, some design flaw, and the stock goes down. So what did I say, Mark? I said every time Boeing gets to going ahead, something pulls it back. And there, Mark wraps it up. Ooh. Mark wraps it up in a nutshell. Right there. Mark wraps it up in a nutshell. I think that is, what is the 3 and 8 EMA? Let's go look at my graph layouts. Let's go look at swing. I took the 3 and 8. I took the 3 off of that. Let's go. 3 and 8 look good. Look at that. And it's above my trend line, which is the 20-day simple moving average. I like the move on it, but I am giving you a drop dead line right there sitting at 203. I like from a technicals and is on rising volume. I like the play, but I'm giving you a way to manage the play. All right, let's go look at all of these stocks. All right, let's go look at all of these stocks. NVIDIA, big chip news. Is it enough? Look at that. 3 and 8 above trend. I'm liking NVIDIA again. I'd really like to see it take out the 6-month high, though. It's not far. It's not far with this from away from the 6-month high. All right. What don't I like? The stock's going up. Volume is starting to trend down. I'd be careful with it, but I like the move. Let's go look at Walmart. Walmart was part of my retail, along with Dollar General, overstocking stocks. Macy's, another stock with overstocking stock. Walmart just is killing it. You know, the biggest retailer out there is killing it. I got nothing bad to say about Walmart. It's killing it. Now, looking at the 3 and 8 to get in, 3 and 8 to get out. Like that remains. No, 3-8 get in, 3-8 get out. Made some money. 3-8 get in, 3-8 get out. Made some money. 3-8 get in, made a little bit of money here. 3-8 get back in, still making money. All right, so I do like the move on Walmart. I think that they're going to be in the same boat with overstocked inventory. What else is in here? Ooh, this is on the consumer staples on retail going into the cyclical time of the market. Retail should pick up. Man, but retail's been beaten down. I do like that's dividends. They are paying dividends on a lot of on this ETF. How many of you feel that we're going to get a Santa rally this year? If you think we're going to get a Santa rally, type Santa. If you don't think we're going to get a Santa rally, type Grinch. How many of you think we're going to get a Santa rally this year? If you think so, type Santa. If you don't think so, type Grinch. I know the go woke, go broke. I'm not getting there. Not getting it. Michael, coal wasn't one of them. I gave you 2 choices, Michael. 2! Yeah, and Bobby in Utah said to say, I gave you 2. A lot of people think we're getting a Santa rally. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Greg says reindeer. Sigh. Why do y'all got to go off the reservation? Why? Santa's helpers, Bill says. All right, so that was on consumer retail. We'll see about their Santa rally. I showed you this story that part-time workers being hired for the cyclical time not going to be there. Ooh, look at that. ExxonMobil, lithium, big hit, big hit. Does anybody think that the lithium story in a possible additional revenue stream is going to help Exxon? Type of 1. Type of 1 if you think this lithium story is going to help Exxon pivot a little bit. Type of 1. Type of 2 if you don't. I like the news. I think it's much needed. I think that it's much needed. And this could be a good sign for Exxon if they really get to find a lot of lithium. All right. As a fossil fuel company, I love the pivot. I do. It's going to reduce the cost of lithium. Well, if they can find a lot of it, John, and the demand is high. If the demand is high, I don't know if it's going to lower the cost of lithium unless they can find a ton of it and a lot of supply. All right, next, Pfizer. Pfizer needs something to go on. Anybody know why Pfizer's getting hit? I'll tell you why. The lack of COVID vaccine. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You would think that with cold, flu, COVID all starting to rise in the current markets and the current economy or level of life. Interesting, Pfizer's not selling any. But this whole weight drug, losing weight, might be interesting. What else? Boeing, we did talk about. Again, I gave you a line in the sand if you take advantage. You like the move. Dollar General, overstock. Man, Dollar General, anybody know if Pfizer needs some Viagra? Didn't they? Don't they have Viagra? Dollar General. Is anything in Dollar General a dollar right now? I don't think so. Hey, Joey, I know you go to Dollar General. Anything in Dollar General a dollar anymore?
The steaks are still $1.
You buy the dollar steaks? Remind me to not come over to your house for a cookout. Holy smokes. Amir, we'll look at LLY. We'll look at it.
The steaks have never been higher.
The steak. Wow, really? I got to laugh at that. It's just for you. You are totally ignoring me today. No, I'm not, Amir. Just relax. I got the stock written down. Just because I don't answer you see how many people are in here, Amir? You do see that, right? I just want you to understand. You do see that, right? Lithium is not a rare earth mineral. I think that it is, Jane. I think that it is a rare earth. I got you. And JK Solar. Dollar General is often more expensive than traditional grocery stores. Cameron, I thought that was the purpose of Dollar General. A lot less expensive. What is the other one? Dollar Tree. You know, Dollar General and Dollar Tree. No, it's not a rare earth, Richard says. Lithium is not a rare earth. How about Thanksgiving? You need to come for Thanksgiving. I'm aware. You inviting me to your house, Amir? I can't do that. I can't do that. You're doing great, Glenn. Can't imagine hurting this many people in that. Listen, I try to talk to everybody. All right. I'm not feeling Macy's. I'm not feeling the Mullen story. Mullen looks poopy. Put this on a 3-month graph. Still looks poopy. 1-month graph. I'm not feeling Mullen. I'm not feeling Mullen at all. Not even a little bit. Elements such as silicon, cobalt, lithium, and manganese are not rare earth elements, but are critical minerals that are also essential for the energy transition. Okay. Amir, why am I not coming to your house? I got to spend time with my family. How am I going to come to your house and be like, honey, kids, grandkids, Amir invited me over for Thanksgiving. See ya. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's how that's going to happen. Yeah. We'll see how. I love you too, Amir, but I'm not doing that. You got the Popeyes turkey for Thanksgiving? I hear that. Lithium is an alkali metal along with sodium. Thank you, Fitz. See, I'm getting some education on lithium. All right. So if I'm looking at any of these stocks, we went through the graphs talking about which ones I did like, which ones I did not like. All right. I don't know. What time is it? Yeah, I got to get to your stocks. Let's look at my phase 3 stocks, phase 3 drug stocks. Let's go see what they did last week. Here are my stocks. I try to find inexpensive drug stocks that have phase 3 catalysts looming. All right, I'm going to go back 1 week. I'm going to go back 1 week to the 6th. Let's go see if these stocks could have made any of us some money. Let's go see. Look at that. 1%. We kept up with the market. Derm in 1 week up 24%. JagX up 13%. Batai up 9%. GNFT up 4%. We do have 2 stocks that were in the negative double digits, but enough move in my stocks for you guys last week to put us in the positive. Woohoo! All right, here's my drug stocks for this week. Remember, these are low dollar stocks that have phase 3 catalysts looming. Derm is back in here again. A lot of these stocks come up more and more because they keep showing up on my list. All right, keep in mind that these are going to be speculative plays, but there was a time that we did have a stock that went up in excess of a couple 100% from the week before. All I do is just try to bring these to your attention. I'm not telling anybody to go buy them. Put them in a watch list. Keep your eyes on them. That's what it's all about. Theme stocks for the week. I think I'm still looking at commodities. What commodities are moving? Look at all my commodities are moving up. What's moving up the most? Uranium, natural gas, uranium, corn, platinum, copper, Brent. Oil is up today. Palladium, lithium is up today. The treasuries, gold, wheat, and silver. Everything is up today. All of my commodities are up. Excuse me. But Ryan has done a great job talking about uranium stocks. And look at this. Look at this running. Let's go take a look at that one and that one. See if if you guys need to be in these stocks. Put this on a 3-month graph. Look at that. I like this. If it breaks above the level of 166, it's right there. I jump all over that. In a channel, though, RT is still above 1, no dividends. Let's go to the next one. Uranium. Wow. I'm liking these stocks. Nice bottom left, top right, a little bit of consolidation, now back up on the move. Any of you trading uranium, type of 1. Any of you trading uranium, type of 1. If you're not, type of 2. Anyone trading uranium, type of 1. If you're not, type of 2. All right, before we get into your stock picks, I got 5 stocks for you. All right, I got 5 stocks for you. These are my high CI stocks. All right, all I want you to do is keep these on your radar as well. All right, I'm not going to go into the graphs of these. This is my giving you the fish. Every week I try to give you some stocks, and these are high CI stocks. All I want you to do is keep your eyes on them. And if you make some money, when we come back next week, let me know that you made some money. That's it. If you lost some money, that's fine. I'll take that too. Let me know that you lost some money. But all of these are buy or holds, but look at the CIs. Very high CI stocks. All right, CCJ is a great play, pneumatic. All right, weekly customer picks. Oh, do I have stocks in here? Maybe do. Doobie do. I got 5 stocks already. I got 5 stocks. Lifeway. I'm looking on these for 10 stocks. ENPH, LLY, Disney, Jinko Solar, ARCT. Short on ARCT. I got you. CRS, can't remember stuff. Akshay, I already got your stocks. CDNS, ANET. I think that should be 10. And it's 9. I need one more. What was after ANET? IBKR. Interactive Brokers. IBKR. All right. So evidently these are stocks that you're holding. That's why you really wanted me to take a look at them. Woo! Lifeway did get beat. Got to sell. ENPH, got to sell. And ARCT is a sell. Those are your 3 problem kids. Let's graph those 3 first. So if you're in these, let's talk about why. I'm going to put this on a 6-month graph. Ooh, that's today. When was earnings? It's today. It was earnings. So you said they beat earnings? Let's go see if I got news on this. Let's go see. That's a 25% pullback. 4 hours. Lifeway announces record results for the 3rd quarter. That's silly that the stock is going down. Net sales increased 7% to 40.9 million. The 16th consecutive quarter year-over-year net sales growth. I have no understanding of why the stock got beat. Gross profit. Forward-looking. All right. Forward-looking statements. These statements. I got no understanding of. Well, let's go do this. Research. Let's go to Seeking Alpha. Lifeway. LWA. Here we go. Lifeway. News. I will not be chasing the momentum. That was October 11th. That's Lifeway food falls sharply after earnings are not digested smoothly. That was at 12 today. Seem to have disappointed investors. That doesn't make sense. Companies' earnings reports seem to have disappointed investors. Sales were up 7%. The sales increase, primarily driven by higher volumes of Lifeway branded drinkable. Gross profits was 27 versus, I don't know. Lifeway said it will continue to assess further distribution opportunities and pursue additional brand exposure for its. I don't know. All right. That's the. I'm looking at the guidance, Bill. I don't see anything in the guidance. I don't have an answer. Exchange post earnings rally. I don't have an answer. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to do a lot more research to find out. That's a big move to one of the biggest bars, if not the biggest bar. They've had some big down bars. That's the biggest one. I don't know. I don't know yet. Looks like Selvin, I have it, the slide. I got nothing. Feel like Whitney Houston. I got nothing. Wow. ENPH. Why are you still in it? I like that it's got good fundamentals. But price action is telling me another story. If you got Enphase and you own it, why? At some point in time, you got to say, why am I in the stock? The 3 and the 8 crossed. Why? So I got to ask. Last stock in here, ARCT. Why? I don't even know if this was one of my phase 3 stocks. Was it 17? Why? There's the 3-8 cross. Why? That's it in a nutshell. You know what this is? This is a car crash. Wow. Why? All right. So those are your problem kids. Let's go look at the rest of the stocks. Let's graph all of them. A net at the top of the list. Fundamentally sound, like it. Cadence, fundamentally sound, like it. Carpenter, halfway fundamentally sound. Look at that. Interactive Brokers, fundamentally sound. Let's go look at the graphs. Put these on a 6-month graph. Go look at the graph. The net's working. I think I found myself a cheerleader. How do you sing this song? I was singing that story about Joey a long time ago. Bottom left, top right. Pulling off from the high, but look at the 3 and the 8 holding. If you own the stock, let the 3 and the 8 manage it. I think it's above trend. It's in trend. I like the stock. Leave it alone. All right. I wouldn't worry unless the 3 crosses below the 8. And at that point in time, looking at the graph, I would only think about taking take off half of the trade. This is now. What scares me about this stock? What goes up must come down. It's gone up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. I love the move, but what goes up must come down. Spinning wheels spin around. All right? Just be careful with this. I know the 3 and the 8 look good. I know it's above trend. Everything looks good about it. I'm looking for a candlestick to let me know when to take half off. Does that make sense to everybody in here? Yes or no? I'm looking for a candlestick pattern to let me know when to take half off. All right, and if I see one end of day, I'm probably going to take half off. That's a beautiful move on the stock. I'm not telling anybody to get out of it, but I would be looking for candlestick action. All right, next one. Can't remember stuff. One of these days, I'm going to say what's in my head. I'm going to get fired. But big bounce off support. Again, look at the 3 and the 8. Good opportunity to get out here. Especially if you caught all this profit. Good opportunity to get in here. Short move. You probably would have broken even here. Good 3-8 cross right here. Still going up. Nope, Lee, I ain't gonna. You want me to get fired, Lee? If I get fired, can I come work for you? All right. If I get fired, can I come work for you? I'm asking for a friend. I do like the 3-8 cross coming off support. I would, if I own it, and I got in somewhere here, I'm thinking about once it gets to 7102, I probably have a good opportunity to take half off the table. Lee, you say yes. Watch you be retired and be like, yeah, you can come work for me. Yeah. Interactive brokers. Is this an earnings play? No. But I do like that it found a level of support. Bounced 3-8. I like the move. And Manju, who gave me interactive brokers? I think it was Manju. If that's the case, I got a profit target right here. My profit target is up to 85.38. That's my profit target. All right. You can help tempt my flock anytime. Supposedly going up like Mike. Not sure. I like the move, but I do have a level of support. Level of resistance. That's my profit target. Dave, see, I just logged in and gave Glenn a like. How about you? Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. All right. So I do like the move. The 3 and the 8 are in place. That's my profit target sitting at about 85.38. Tesla coming down. I'm not going to look at any other stocks. Jinko Solar. Nice earnings here. Bounced off support 3.8. And it's sitting in good land right here. A little bit of indecision today. I got a profit target sitting at 41.78. I got a profit target sitting at 41.78. I like the move. 3.8. I like the move. And they increased dividends. I like that. Hello, Walter. Walter PPK 007. Eli Lilly. I do like the higher lows. Freehand. I'm gonna take that one off. I do like the higher lows. All right, but there's a little flag formation forming right here too. See that little level of resistance and then that pennant? I'd like to see if it can break above that. If not, it may be an ascend. Anybody tell me is that a bearish layout? Yes or no? Is that a bearish layout? Yes or no? Because from the high to the low would be the flag, right? Anybody, is that bearish? That's a rising pennant. Is that a bearish formation? Yes or no? Anybody? Richard says yes. I'd be careful there, Amir, with Eli Lilly. I like the move, but it is a candle. It is a formation happening. And in inverse head and shoulders, I can't see that. Is that the head? Shoulder? I think that this candlestick, this formation is a bearish formation for Eli Lilly. All right. If you're in it, though, right now, you know something? I'm not going to tell you to get out of it. What I will tell you is there's your profit target sitting at 627.92. It's got some upside to that level. But knowing that this is a possible reversal, I'd be careful. Bullish head and shoulders inverted. I can't see. I can see head and shoulders. Head, shoulder, shoulder. Neckline. Which, if that's the case, then that could be a bearish signal. But it looks like it's going up today. All I'm telling you, Amir, is be careful. I'd use the 3 and the 8. But if you are in it, there's your profit target sitting at 627.92. All right? Lifeway we talked about. I can't see. You see a cup and handle? Where's the cup and the handle? Which cup? I see a cup. I might need to go to eye doctor. What do you think about Blink? I don't know yet. Let's go look at Lifeway. I got no news on this. I got no insight as to why it fell the way it did. ENPH we did look at already. Disney. It beat earnings, didn't it? It ran up to this level of 98, 90, 99. A little bit of a bearish harami, no follow through. So Akshaya, this is my solid level of resistance, about $91. We can break above that and keep on going. I'm bullish. If not, this level of resistance is going to keep Disney down. It's going to keep Disney down. Thank you. Asking call is okay. What do you think about Blink? I'm going to put on that last stock. Oof, not looking at that. All right, let's go look at Blink. Last one. BLNK. 6-month graph. That earnings. Yep. Where did it stop, though? 341. It stopped right at resistance. The resistance level, the most recent, is at 347. Even though with earnings, I'm not looking to get into this until they can break through that level of resistance. Does that make, who asked me that? Aaron, does that make sense? Earnings, great. I love that. The 3 and the 8 above trend, but stopping right at resistance of 347. I'd need to see it break above that before I go jump on board. All right? So that's my answer, Aaron. Nope, I'm not checking out another one, Aaron. That was my last stock for the day. That was my last stock for the day. All right, where do I need this one? All right, that's today. Disney, great subs, moved it. But you know something, as I talked about Disney, I need Disney to get out of its own way. So I love this, but even with the news, it went to that level of 90, just about 90, let's call it $91. That level of resistance on Disney is keeping it held down. Only DJI in the green right now. Again, what did I say? I said, let the smart money, look at the big money start to digest the information about Moody's. I think we're just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I think the Moody story is going to weigh heavier on the market than a lot of you think. Because the confidence that we have or don't have in the economy is being challenged. For the lack of a better word, is being challenged. Right? So that's the way I look at it. All right. How many of you didn't hit the like button? Didn't hit the like button. Why? So I got to ask. I'm asking for the sale right now. Why? What could I have done better for you to hit the like button? All right? I want to know. It's all about you. It's all about me trying to help you guys. Hit the like button. All right, for those of you who may be brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I love doing this stuff. I love helping you better understand the market. And, you know, I'm going to give you some fish because Joey says I have to. Joey said it. Joey said, you better give him some fish. And then I fight him. And then we fight, and I went out on what I want to do. Whatever, Joey. I love Joey. Joey is awesome in helping me in the background. Nope. Akshaya, no more. I think they wanted you to sing a song. I'm not going to sing a song today. Janice says, thanks, Glenn. Good session. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Walter says, we love watching you do this stuff too. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And hit the like button. I hit the like button. You are always helpful to all of us. I tried. All right, with that, folks. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia. Salam. Shalom. Namaste. Yasu. Until the next time, folks. See ya.